Hi, this is a bit sad because Michael Rosen is seriously ill in hospital, and I'm not sure whether it's coronavirus or not, but he's feeling pretty ill at the moment. So I'll read this and hope that he's fine. It's called Eddie in the Supermarket, and it's about him taking his little baby boy supermarket shopping. Shopping with Eddie was a nightmare. I lift Eddie up and squeeze him into the seat on the shopping trolley. In you get, little fella. So he goes rigid. He turns himself into a little fat iron bar that can't be bent. I can't push his legs through the spaces. In you get, Eddie. I push. I said, in you push. Get, Eddie. Squeeze. Slowly he lets his legs relax and I unbend them and thread them into the trolley, and off we go. We're wheeling past the baked beans and he leans out and grabs a can. Beans! More beans! No, Eddie, we don't need any more beans. Beans, 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 beans. No, we don't need any more beans. Beans, 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 beans. No beans, Eddie. We're heading now for the Kit Kats, Penguins, Topic Bars, Crunchies, Milky Ways. He stops shouting, beans, beans, beans. And he leans out of his seat, arms waving. We whiz round the corner of the packets of chocolate wafers and his chunky little hands grab a packet. Whee! Chocolate! Whee! We're going to take that packet back, Eddie. We're going to take that packet back. Then there's an explosion. My chocolate! My chocolate! My chocolate! He turns into the little fat iron bar again. In front of my eyes, he becomes a screaming demon. Head flung back, face going red, eyes getting swollen, back stiff, hands punching out, body heaving to and fro. A woman is looking at me and saying to herself, you're a torturer. You're horrible to babies. My chocolate! Beans, 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 beans. Some people walk about pretending nothing is going on, but I can tell they're in pain. The noise of Eddie is getting into their bones. People are moving away from us. There's a man over there hurrying to get to the kitchen rolls. Eddie is wrenching the bars of the trolley. Chocolate beans! My chocolate beans! I want some kitchen rolls too, so the man who's trying to get away from me thinks he's being hunted by Eddie. Then one of the shelf stackers tries to be friendly. He looks at the screaming blob called Eddie and winks and does some useless trick with his finger and says, ooh, it's not that bad, little one. Thank you, shelf stacker. Brilliant finger move. She is making a fuss, isn't she? Says our jolly shelf stacker. Eddie's veering about so much the shelf stacker can't even tell it's a boy. Beans, beans, beans! Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate! I want to yell my head off too. I want to run round the supermarket waving my arms about, screaming beans, beans, beans. I want to sit in someone's trolley and bend the bars and drop baked bean cans on the floor and grab chocolate biscuits and drive my dad crazy. Then the security men arrive. They've come to collect the money from the cash registers. There's 4 of them. They're huge, in big padded blue uniforms with crash helmets on and truncheons in their belts. This is my chance. Eddie, look who's coming to get you. He looks. He looks. Stops howling. All round me, people relax. They smile, they chat. I glide through paying my bill. We all float out into the car park. Everything feels nice and easy. When we get home, I found out that I have forgotten to get bread, jam, toilet rolls, milk, orange juice, tuna fish, cornflakes. Dinner time, Eddie, I say, what do you want? Beans, says Eddie. I go to the cupboard. He was right. We've run out of beans. I say, Eddie, I'm sorry, but we've run out of beans. No beans. And he says, beans, beans!